I know that many of you have been waiting anxiously for the new market report for the first half of 2023. Well, guess what? Your wait is over. Stay with me for just a little bit. Hi there everybody, it's Roy from 4-Star Homes, and yeah, it's that time of year. It's June, 6 months into the first half of 2023, and I'm happy to report that we have a full compilation of statistics for 208 manufactured home parks that 4-Star Homes does business in. So if you've been wondering where the best area in Florida is to buy your manufactured home, hey, we're going to be showing you 208 parks located across Central Florida and along the Treasure Coast and the Space Coast. And what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go ahead and show each of our 7 areas and all of the parks that we've done business in for the first half of this year. Let me explain to you exactly what's going to be on this chart. Because of the fact that this report is in a PDF format, you'll be able to print just a single page if you want, or print the entire report if it's more convenient for you. So to start out, we're going to be listing all of the parks under their appropriate office area, and they're going to be listed by lot rent, with the most expensive lot rent being shown first down to the least expensive. After that, we're going to show you the average listing price for the homes in that particular park, followed by the average square footage, the number of homes sold in that park, and finally the days on market. And then on the very bottom of the page, you're going to see the total averages for that particular office. So you're probably wondering, hey, how do I get a copy of this report? Well, it's very, very simple. It has to be sent out to you via email because it is in a PDF format. And all you have to do is just email Lily, and I'm going to put Lily's email address down in the description section. Just go ahead and email her, and in the title of your email, just put report. That's all you have to put, just put report, and she'll go ahead and attach the PDF and send it right back to you. So do me one favor on that, guys. If you have any questions or anything, don't ask Lily, because then she ends up chasing me around the house with her computer going, look at this, I don't understand this. Okay, so just ask her for the report, and if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me directly. So if all you're interested in is just getting the statistics for those 208 manufactured home parks, go ahead and email Lily and you can stop the video right now. However, if you're interested in additional statistics and what's going on here in Florida as far as the housing market, stay with me for just a little bit more. I got a lot of information to share with you. To start with, I'm going to go over one of the biggest things that really gives me the red ass, and that's Lily's armchair specialists, the ones that seem to know everything about everything. Anyhow, you all know that when Lily and I put up a listing, we always show what the lot rents are. And we did one listing, and we advertised the lot rent at $800, and obviously we get those armchair specialists, those armchair critics that come out with the same remarks every single time. Oh, lot rents suck. I would never pay that. Oh, that's just too expensive. Park owners are thieves, blah, blah, blah. We've all heard the same stories. I've covered this so many times. You folks, you're just whipping a dead horse. This is a topic that has been covered time and time and time again. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you statistics for 6 different areas here in Florida. And I'm going to start with Jacksonville up north and work down south of Miami. And what I'm going to do is right over here, I'm going to start to list the average home prices, the average condominium prices, and the average apartment rentals for those 6 areas. And as they're scrolling through, I want one of you specialists to go ahead and tell me which one of those that you're going to get for $800 a month. So here's my advice for all of you armchair specialists who seem to think that $800 or $900 or $1,000 a month is just totally outrageous, a big ripoff, or whatever you want to call it. My advice to you is don't move to Florida. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that's what it's going to cost you to live here in this state. This is a very expensive state to move to, and if you feel that that's too expensive, that you can't afford it, then please stay where you're at up north in the snow. I don't know where you're at, but if you're comfortable with what you're paying up there, hey, we're all happy for you. Don't move to Florida. That's all I could say about that. a lot of you probably already know, I've said that the insurances here in Florida is just totally out of control. And let me tell you something, guys. It's going to get worse before it gets any better. And I'm going to just give you an example, okay? If you were to purchase like a $300,000 home here in Florida, you can expect your insurance, your homeowner's insurance, to be about $5,000 a year. It could be more, okay? And they're expecting an increase of another 40% on top of that within the next year. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. The insurance premiums are pushing people out of paradise. And this is, again, this is what it's going to cost you to move to Florida. So let's go ahead and put some more salt in that wound. Coming up in 2024, it's going to be mandatory that everybody carry flood insurance. Now, it doesn't make a difference whether you're in a flood zone or if you're on the 35th floor of a high-rise apartment in Miami. Everybody's going to have to carry flood insurance. That's going to add another $600 to $700 per year of premium. Okay, so just right now on a $300,000 home, for all you naysayers out there going, oh, lot rents just suck, it's a waste of money. If you take into consideration your property taxes, which are about 1% of the assessed value, and add on your insurance, you are looking at between $600 and $700 additional per month on top of whatever mortgage payment you're taking out. So how is this insurance dilemma happening down here in Florida affecting manufactured homes? Well, there's good news and bad news. Okay, well, the bad news is yes, insurance premiums on manufactured homes have increased. Probably a couple of years ago, you could expect to pay about $1,700, $1,800 for a policy. Now it's right around $3,100, $3,200 for a policy. But there is some good news there, okay? Number one, if you pay cash for your manufactured home, you are not obligated under any situation to carry any insurance at all. So if you decide you want to self-insure, you could go ahead and self-insure. Now, another plus to that is you could still go ahead and carry homeowner's insurance, but when the law goes into effect about carrying flood insurance, if you feel that you're in a no flood zone, you do not have to carry the insurance. So as long as you pay cash, which 98% of our buyers do, as long as you pay cash, you are not obligated to follow any of these insurance rules that are happening right now. All of this basically pertains to people who have mortgages or who are financing their manufactured homes. All right, so I want to go ahead and do some comparisons here between 2022 and 2023 as far as the 200 and some parks that we have listed. I want to start out with the average lot rent throughout Central Florida and along the East Coast here. Back at the first half of 2022, the average lot rent was $584 a month for all parks. The second half, it went up to $585. Now, for the first half of this year, the lot rents have gone from $585 to $630. And everybody, I'm going to have to attribute that to inflation. I think just overall operating costs of a park have just gone up exponentially, just like everything else. Gas, food, your utilities, I mean, everything has gone up. It's crazy, crazy nuts. We're in a terrible economy as far as I'm concerned. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and use the average of $630 for all future videos. Okay, so let's take a look at each of the 7 areas that 4-Star Homes represents. We'll start with Kissimmee. Okay, so the second half of 2022, home prices there were $72,745. Average lot rents were $720. Okay, the price of the homes have dropped now to an average of $65,114. Lot rents are at $741. Sebring. All right, so the second half of 2022, the average the average price for a home in Sebring was $38,250 with an average lot rent of $434. It has gone now to an average home price of $42,713 with an average lot rent increase now to $506. A lot of that has to do with one park in particular. We've done like 20-some sales in there. Tanglewood, okay, it's definitely a more expensive park. People are buying in there like crazy though, but the average home price and the average lot rent there is much higher than the rest of Sebring. The rest of Sebring, as far as lot rent, they're all well below the $630 average that we already talked about. Okay, Vero Beach, very surprising. For the second half of 2022, the average home price was $62,244 with an average lot rent of $656. $476. Now the home prices have dropped $48,135 with an average lot rent of $701. And I can attest to that because my park, Spanish Lakes Country Club Village, we are in the Vero Beach area, and I can tell you for a fact that home prices have dropped here nearly 20% since a year ago. Okay, Lakeland. Second half of 2022, they were at $57,482 for home prices with an average lot rent of $581. They are now down to $56,010, but the lot rent has increased to $680. So that's one of the areas that has shown the biggest increases in lot rent. Fruitland Park, for the second half of 2022, average home price was $70,196. Average lot rent was $471. Home prices have dropped to $68,540 with an average lot rent of $505 now. Port Orange has pretty much stayed stable. The second half of 2022, the home prices were $63,505. Lot rent was $636. The prices have dropped just a little bit, just a hair. $63,423, and lot rent has increased to $659. So no big changes there in the Port Orange area. DeLand, $58,761 for the second half of 2022 with lot rents of $601. Home prices have increased in DeLand. They're up to $65,593, and lot rent has also increased by $19 to $620. So where do I think this market's going to go in the next 6 months? Well, here's what I think. I think home prices are going to probably stay about the same, but maybe drop off a little bit in other areas that haven't really shown any significant price drops. But with the migration or the number of people that are moving to Florida, and when they come and they face these high real estate costs, manufactured homes still have a stronger appeal than they ever did as a more affordable alternative. So I think prices are probably going to stay about the same. Maybe even increase a little bit in some areas, drop in some others, okay? But as far as lot rents are concerned, guys, I'm going to tell you, as long as this inflation stays the way it is, if it continues through the end of the year, I think moving into 2024, we're going to see some additional increases in lot rents. And it might adversely affect some of you who thought you could afford to move to Florida. Now you're finding out you're being priced out of the market, which is a very unfortunate thing.
Stop. Don't blame us. It isn't our fault. No.
Yeah, that's true, everybody. You know, so I just got a question for you. I'm going to post that video, and you're going to get all those emails for the report. Are you ready for it again?
I'm ready, of course.
Okay, all right. Yeah, get your computer warmed up. So there you go, everybody. That's our official report for the first half of 2023. Again, we'll do this in December. It's going to be kind of curious to see where the market's going to go, what's going to happen between now and then. So we'll find out. So, you know, again, if you guys have any questions, post your questions, post your comments. I mean, put everything that you want into the comment section. Lily and I, we do read everything. We're happy to respond to your comments. Or if you guys need to chat with us, you know, give us a call. What's our number, hon? Come on.
772-360-3616. I'm just thinking.
What?
666. 6 months and done again.
Done again. 6 months. Yeah, the first 6 months of the year gone already. I can't believe it. So, all right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in with us.
Let's say just bye-bye.
All right, everybody. Take care. We'll talk to you later.
Be good boy.